Hello, this is Sula speaking, and you're watching a commentary video on League of Legends. In the last video, I had just managed to kill the Mordekaiser player that had been dominating our team, of course with the help of everybody else on my team, and now we're picking back up with the action once again. Right there, Earthstrike, the friend that I'm playing with in this game, just got taken down, which means that our top turret is now in danger of falling as well. But of course, I can't go running up there just yet because I have to deal with this wave of minions that are coming into mid. I try to do my best to take these enemies down, but the problem is I'm almost completely out of mana here, which really limits what I can do. But fortunately, Twisted Fate, one of our teammates, comes in and helps out. I click on the little blue button in the bottom right-hand corner. You can also hotkey this with the B key, and that sends me back to the base. You can do this at any point in time, but it takes 8 seconds, so you'd better not do it while there are enemies around. Now, I got a ton of gold for killing Mordekaiser because he was all the way up to legendary status. That means that he actually at that point in time had 8 kills and 0 deaths, if you can believe that. So he was doing extremely well, and of course he'll be back again. He just got killed for the first time. That gave me, I think, an extra 800 or so gold, which allowed me to buy more items. I've got this Mercury boots, which are standard boots for casting characters, and I'm building towards a Rod of Ages, which is another good casting item. Now, right there, I'm trying to get something known as the Golem buff, which gives me more mana, but I see some of the enemy champions running around through the jungle just north of me. And so I have to head back to the safety of the tower. And I find Rise here in the background. Rise himself is not a problem, but here comes Mordekaiser. And Mordekaiser, we don't want to face. I use my Chrono Shift ultimate, which means that Malzahar will come back to life, but it doesn't even matter. Mordekaiser just kills him down like nothing. So now Mordekaiser has 9 kills of our team and only 1 death. He's completely out of control. He's just dominating the game right now. Over here, Earthstrike is cleaning up that minion wave, and then in comes Mordekaiser and Taric. They go after Earthstrike, but Earthstrike uses his ultimate, which freezes them in place. I double bomb Mordekaiser, and combined with the tower, we're able to take him down. Then Taric sticks around too long. Twisted Fate hits him with a gold card, which stuns him, and I get credit for killing him too. And all of us managed to survive. So, once again, we were able to take down Mordekaiser. He should not have been fighting that fight. He didn't have any minions to help him out. He was just taking us on at our tower, essentially by himself. Mordekaiser was way too aggressive there. He should not have gotten engaged in that fight. And so, Earthstrike used his ultimate. Mumu's ultimate freezes everybody in place for 2.5 seconds, and we were able to take them down with the help of the tower. So that was an extremely good fight for us. There you can see that we're starting to catch up a little bit in kills. You can also see the total kill score on the top right corner. In the top right corner it shows the clock. It shows my own personal kills, deaths, 4 kills, 1 death, and 0 assists. And then it also shows the team kills. Here I'm trying to push the middle lane forward, but I go too far forward without support, and their enemy team jumps me, and boom, I'm dead. Teemo and Evelyn and Mordekaiser. That was a mistake on my part. I just pushed too far forward there, which you don't want to do. You can push forward like that, but you'd better know where the enemy champions are on the other team. We actually didn't have visibility on any of the other team, so they were able to jump me and kill me there. Should not have gotten involved in that. So my second death. Like I said, I'm not the greatest player at this game, but I'm still learning the ins and outs. Now, because I've been killed and because our other champions are out on the side lanes, that means that we're going to lose another middle tower. So now we've lost both of our middle towers. Not a good sign. Earthstrike goes over to try and lure the champions away. Fortunately, he's able to escape. I actually thought he was going to get killed in the jungle, but he managed to get out of it. Now we've got Rise trapped over here. And meanwhile, once again, what's Mordekaiser doing? He tries to run around our tower, and our whole team jumps him and kills him. And Taric is with him, and they both go down. Now the rest of the enemy team is on the run because it's 5 versus 3. And Malphite hits him with his slow, and Rise goes down. Now it's 5 versus 1, where we managed to corner Teemo, and all of us are going to pile on. He has no chance. up against all of us. I hit him with my slow, so he slows down, and then Malzahar gets the kill. So we killed 4 of them, and we didn't lose anyone in the process. That was a bad fight for them. They should not have engaged in that fight. They were fighting by our tower the whole time. Mordekaiser and Tariq, way too aggressive, just running around in our jungle for no reason, no minion support. Not a good play on their part. Evelyn's the only one left alive. I throw down a vision ward, so we'll be able to see Evelyn if she tries to run around here. We were thinking that we might be able to push forward and get this middle tower here, but Mordekaiser's already back up. He's already come back from dying, which means that we're not going to be able to get that middle tower right now. But once again, their team decides to pursue, even though it's 4 versus 2. They shouldn't be doing this fight, and are we going to manage to get Evelyn? Yes, just barely managed to get her down. One of our team members ignited her, which is an attack that does magic damage. Now we're getting in a fight here, and Twisted Fate goes down, but I use my ultimate, Chrono Shift, and so he comes back to life. It looks like he's going to die, but he just manages to slip away into the jungle. Still looks like he's going to get killed, but I managed to get over here and speed him up using my Time Warp skill, and so Twisted Fate narrowly escapes this fight, and we managed to get out of it with no one dead yet again. So although we haven't made progress in terms of pushing the lanes forward, we've actually managed to catch up with them in terms of overall kills. The score is now, I think, up to 13 to 15, so we're still losing, but it's a lot closer than it was before because we've managed to come out on top in those last 2 team fights. Earthstrike is up at the top. He's pushing the top lane forward, but that means he's very exposed. The enemy champs are going to come to try and kill him. Fortunately, he manages to get out of that attack there. Tariq was coming for him, but he manages to slip free. And now Earthstrike's running for his life. He knows that the enemy team is after him, so he pings the map and tells us to come towards him, help him out. And fortunately, we managed to link up with them. So even though Earthstrike was really exposed up there, no harm done. The other team wasn't able to catch up to him. So now we're going to hang out here in the jungle. We know that the enemy team's close. I see Teemo, and I bait him back towards the rest of our team. And, uh-oh, Teemo gets stuck by himself against our whole team, gets hit by all of us, goes down quickly. Evelyn de-stealths, but we've just thrown down another sight ward so we can see her. In this fight, Malzahar goes down. The rest of the team's fighting. I slipped out of here. I actually probably should have been closer to the team here, but I was afraid they were going to focus me. We managed to get Tariq separated from the rest of the team. I double bomb him, I slow him, and the rest of the team piles on the damage. I wasn't able to save Earthstrike there because my ult has just come off of cooldown, but we do manage to get Evelyn down there. And we managed to get Malphite out of the battle. But unfortunately, the rest of their team is still up. So I think that that was 2 or 3 kills on each side. I think that there's 2 of us up on each team. I'm up. Malphite's up on my team. Right there, you see a little ghostly Amumu, ghostly Earthstrike. That is actually the effect of Mordekaiser's ultimate. If he kills someone using his ultimate, then he actually gets to animate their little soul for the next 30 seconds. They follow him around. Very useful skill. It's actually not the easiest to kill someone using his ult, but when he takes control of somebody, pretty useful thing to have around afterwards. So that's what was going on there. Okay, most everybody's back up. That last team fight was pretty inconclusive, but now we've got most everybody back up again, and we're going to try to push the lanes forward. Over here, we can see that Ryze is pushing the top lane forward. He's pushing a group of minions over there. Oh, right there I hit a Teemo mushroom, which is what slowed me down. Teemo has the ability to put down these little invisible mushrooms. Earthstrike comes over to help push back the lane, and he actually manages to do a pretty good job of this here. Didn't really need me, but you know, we didn't know if there were more champs coming in behind Ryze, so came over to help out, and as it turned out, it wasn't really needed. So our top tower is still staying up for the moment. It's taken some damage, but still hanging in there. Towers do not regenerate life in this game. Once they're damaged, that damage is permanent, with one exception for the 2 towers right next to your base, right next to your nexus, but all the rest, the damage stays. So gradually, the towers will go down. Meanwhile, we can see on the minimap that their whole team, all 5 of them, is starting to push north. They're coming up the river, heading towards our top turret. So we ping the map and ask our teammates to come. You can see both Earthstrike and I type in 5 coming top. So our whole team is down at the bottom. That's bad. That means that we're out of position. That means that we're probably not going to be able to hold this tower, but we'll do our best, see what we can do here. In comes the whole enemy team, so I throw down a bomb. Earthstrike uses his ultimate again to freeze them in place, but unfortunately we just don't have enough damage here right now, and they are able to focus on the tower, and down it goes. That means that now that the tower's gone, we have to get out of there, and the enemy team focuses on me, but I'm able to ward myself with Chrono Shift, so even though I'm dead, I come back to life, and now the enemy team's blown all their ultimates on me, trying to kill me. Mordekaiser over pursues yet again, chasing us. He shouldn't be chasing us beyond the rest of his team. I initially was going to go back to the base to heal, but then I see that there's a team fight breaking out behind me, so I have to go support my teammates. And the rest of the team is able to come in, clean up their whole team, and get Mordekaiser as well. The key fighter there was our Malphite, who took down almost the entire team by himself. So great job there, Malphite. I don't know who that is. The only player in this game that I actually know is Earthstrike. But we were able to take down their team and score an ace. That means everyone on the other team gone. So they're going to all push the top tower. Because I have teleport, Earthstrike suggests that I go to the middle lane and push that tower. I'm able to push forward here because I know everyone on their team is dead. But unfortunately, I have almost no life and I'm all out of mana. And so that means I can't stick around here. I can only get in a few quick hits on the tower. If I had had a little bit more mana, I could have bombed all those minions, and then I could have put in some more shots in the tower, but I can't stick around too long. The enemy team's going to come back up from death soon, so I have to escape and go back to base. Nevertheless, great team fight for us. We took down all 5 of them without any of us dying. They did get a tower, but we took down all of them, and then once their team was down, killed, we were able to push forward and get one of their own towers, so good fight for us. Now here, I'm trying to look for another item to use. This is my own unfamiliarity with the game. I'm having to waste way too much time here on the item screen. I'm trying to get better at this, but still not doing a great job. I pick up another Vision Ward, just for in case Evelyn stealths against us. I've found it's useful to have either an Oracle or a Stealth Ward. If you're dealing with invisible champs, you can throw it down real quick. There you can see the overall score for the game. You can see how many kills each person has. You can look at what items each person has, and you can see how many minions each person's killed. How many minions slain, that's the category on the right. I'll have to freeze this and take a screenshot of it at some point so you can see this. Here we get involved in another team fight, but this is not a good team fight because there's only... Earthstrike's really the only one engaged. I can't really charge in there. I used my ultimate, but I used it on Twisted Fate because he was just about to die. You can see he's like 1% health, so I wasn't able to save Earthstrike there. I could only save Twisted Fate. Not a good team fight for us. We shouldn't have gotten involved in there. There goes Mordekaiser again. He's just kind of running around. He should not be running around like this. It's only the fact that our whole team is either killed or injured that he's able to get away with it. But you don't want to be running around on the other team side of the map by yourself without teammates. If you're really good at this game, you can get away with it, but for most players, you're just inviting trouble when you do that. So stick to where you have vision, stick to where you have your minions to help you out, and stick with your teammates. Don't just go running around by yourself on the other side of the map. Right there, I was going to bomb the minions, but Malzahar got there first, and so he actually cleaned up most of them. I didn't get the gold, but I did get some experience, which is why I leveled up. So up to level 14. Now we expect them to be pushing in mid here. They were at the bottom before, but we saw them on the minimap, and it looked like they were coming mid. Turned out that they weren't, and so we actually weren't going to have another team fight here. Anyway, stay tuned for part 3. We'll pick up with this a little bit later on, and we'll get to the ultimate conclusion of this game. So stay with me for the next part.